Now, hidden homelessness is what we've defined as those individuals and households that we don't typically see out in the public. These are individuals that might be sheltering with family or friends or sheltering in hotels.
Today we're here to present our plan to address hidden homelessness in Henry County, which again is a result of the county's application to the Atlanta Regional Commission's Community Development Assistance Program. When people tend to think of homelessness, they think of visible encampments. But we're focusing on the individuals and families that live in hotels, motels, cars, and with relatives or friends. This is the manifestation of hidden homelessness. So the ARC felt that Henry County had this opportunity to address hidden homelessness and become a leader for other communities in the area. There are pretty strict definitions of hidden homelessness, and this tends to exclude hidden homeless. And finally, we found that a lot of these approaches in Henry County tend to be more in response to homelessness rather than outright preventing it. And from our benchmark community analysis, we found that the most effective tool against homelessness was proactive prevention rather than reactive response.
The creation of a county housing authority would be a complement to the city's existing housing authorities and would partner with them, as the county housing authority would have additional agency and capacity to increase affordable housing units and create more stability within the county. And then last but not least, the creation of a landlord risk mitigation fund would help increase housing availability for those who have been evicted or have a criminal record. This fund would lower a landlord's risk if they did rent out their property to someone with an eviction or a criminal history, as they would have a set amount that they could receive from the fund should they need to in any circumstance. This opens the housing stock a lot, as those that have been evicted or have a criminal record tend to not be able to find an apartment that will accept them, and so they're spending more money in rent at the extended stay hotels as of right now. For transitional housing, we see a couple opportunities. First is the conversion of one of the hotels that is currently housing or sheltering this population into housing with wraparound services. Partnerships with developers who are interested in affordable housing and willing to include wraparound services in conjunction with their development help the county and the tenants of those properties immensely. Another way to increase the affordable housing stock is the enactment of inclusionary zoning. This is a policy change that requires a set percentage of affordable housing units within every new multifamily development. Then design standards is a little more intricate policy change, which helps to ensure that as developers make changes to the materials to bring down cost, manufactured homes, which are another low cost housing option. So the priority recommendations are those that help build a foundation and should take a year or less to implement.
And we do understand that, especially on looking at the priority short-term, medium, and long-term, it is a huge issue that we're dealing with. I do want to thank the chair for actually getting the grant from ARC to even do the study, because you have to have vision when you're trying to tackle a problem that a lot of people don't even want to recognize is a problem. So.
And I just want to say thank you, for doing this. I can't remember who I spoke to on the phone during the initial gathering of the information. We would love to, Shannon, make sure that the board gets a copy of this presentation, and then we'll look at next steps as to how we need to move forward. I've been talking about this from day one. When I walked in, addressing the homelessness and workforce housing issues that we have here in our community that some don't want to recognize. So.